I think the big thing today is obviously that West Ham are coming to town. It's their first, obviously, appearance in that brand new stadium. And West Ham have got a history of kind of really raising their game when it comes to playing against Tottenham and, I suppose, spoiling the party. You know, I think the year that Spurs were going for the title against Leicester, they put in that huge performance at the London Stadium and were brilliant. And they've actually got a team at West Ham that, if they turn it on any particular day, I think they can beat anybody. They have got some quality within their side. And with Spurs, with the injury doubts that they've got at the minute, Vertonghen out, who's been one of the best, it's a problem. So it's going to be another tight one. Just like Brighton the other night, it's going to be another tight game, I think.
Let's look at the run-ins for those teams now. And I tell you what, who wants that fourth place? You know, Chelsea drew against Burnley, Arsenal losing 2 games against Palace and Wolves. Robbie, Manchester United, who's going to miss out there, do you think?
You know what, I haven't got a clue. I really don't know. I think we sort of all had sort of ideas who were going to get in there, but, you know, everyone's going about the top 2 and, you know, we'll finish there. But, you know, the 3 and 4, I think it's ridiculously hard to call.
Yeah.
Honestly, I could not call it.
He's gone brave there, hasn't he? I think that was such a big win for Spurs against Brighton. I do. I think that they will finish in the top 4, and I just think Chelsea, Man U is tough to call, but I think that Chelsea will beat Manchester United, so they will cement the 4th spot.
You think that'll be comfortable at Old Trafford for Chelsea?
I do, just with the nature of what is going on at United at the moment.
So nobody can be completely ruled out this weekend, but if United lose to Chelsea, it's probably all over them because of their goal difference, and that's key. United, I don't think they've scored in open play for 5 games. Manchester United, JJ.
They're going for a really tough spell, obviously. I think, don't get me wrong, you can look at certain games where you kind of go, right, you know, played Barca twice, even Wolves, you know, away. They're tough games to play. But for them not to be scoring goals with the players that they have on show, you can only put down to... I don't think it's even a lack of confidence. You know, I didn't like the way that they went about the business against Everton. I didn't like the way they set up against Manchester City. Totally understand it to an extent, but I don't really feel like they ever look like scoring. So there's loads of work there. You know, I've said all along. I think the players are to blame. I think they've got too many players with their eyes on other clubs, and they've got too many players that are not good enough to play for Manchester United. And that is what Ollie has got to he's got to weed through. He's got to get out the bad eggs, and he's got to keep around him who he feels are good for the football.
That's one of the questions that, you know, we'll ask. What type of players should Manchester United be bringing in? I don't think that's necessarily the case. I think what you said spot on. I think it's what players necessarily don't want to be there. Yeah. And all fans will point to Pogba. I mean, he's just been... I know he's got in the team of the year this year. I'm not sure how. No. But I think he's been a massive disappointment, hasn't he?
Do you think it's been singled out, though, Pogba?
I don't know what you mean in terms of singled out. I mean,
he seems to be the one who's taken the flak after Manchester City more than anybody else.
No, I think he's had a lot of stick all throughout the year. But I mean, obviously the price tag, which obviously has no bear on the way you play anyway. But people probably expected a little bit more for him. And I think what he does is off-field activities, you know, dyeing his hair, different colours. I think that takes away from, you know, maybe the job in hand. So if he starts performing on a pitch, then he can do whatever he wants off the pitch, as far as I'm concerned. But you've got to sort yourself on a pitch before you can start doing anything on social media.